Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. Hopefully, it is helpful to you. We've got over 880 of these available for your listening pleasure, crossing into 1,000 within the next little while here. Obviously, or 980, I'm sorry. But obviously, we continue to add to the content as often as we can. This is our life lesson series, number 112 to be exact, and understanding that we try to do these as often just to help you realize some of the things that you may be missing in your own life in just terms of things that are stepping over you to some degree. That can be helpful for a number of reasons. Anyway, if you're looking for coaching, life, relationship, business, any point in between, would love to be of assistance to you in that way. A couple ways you can reach out at PO Perception on Twitter or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either one will lead you in the direction of making a connection with me, and would love to be of help to you if I can. The first thing that people have to realize is that enduring some level of suffering is unnecessary pain, or pain that is unwanted or unexpected. Now, doesn't mean you deserve it if it happens to you, but it does mean on some level that you can grow through it. So, having a proper relationship with suffering as something temporary that we're trying to move through and move beyond, but not running from it, is necessary. Everyone will experience some suffering in a human existence lifetime. It doesn't mean that you're a good person if you've had more, or a bad person if you've had less, or a bad person if you've had more and a good person if you've had less. Different people have different things that cause them to suffer. Understanding how to cope with suffering, work through it, work around it, not let it define you, not let it become the bane of your existence, is important. The next thing is understanding that everything in life has a component or many components of sales to it. This means at the end of the day, you're not necessarily successful or unsuccessful if you're at a place of sales, meaning you don't necessarily have a certain level of value if you know how to sell versus you don't know how to sell. But at the same time, you need to begin to understand that sales in itself is a part of what you do. If you're trying to get into a relationship, you're selling yourself as a good partner. If you're trying to start a business, you're selling yourself as someone who can provide a service or a product. If you're trying to make friends, you're selling yourself as someone who is emotionally supportive. Sales is part of every aspect of life, and knowing that is valuable. Next is understand that your purpose throughout life will change, but the more connected and committed you are to understanding your personal purpose at any phase in life, the more successful you're going to be. You cannot very often be successful in life if you don't understand your purpose clearly, concisely, and completely. Now, your purpose when you're, let's say, 15 and your purpose when you're 35 are going to be different. The things that motivate you, your motivating factors, are going to be different as well. But beginning to understand the value of knowing how to step forward is one of the most important things that you can do. Sometimes altering your purpose and or checking in with yourself to see if that which has driven you before still does is also important. The next thing is speaking with authority but also clarity. So taking time for personal reflection before you speak out about an issue, a concept, an idea, or something of that nature is valuable. When you understand that every word you speak can have power to either construct or destroy the life that you want and the impact it has on others, then you will begin to understand the true power you have as a spokesperson for any one given thing, idea, concept, or whatever have you. The next thing to consider is persuasion. Understanding that persuasion is one of the most important things that you can do in order to master your life. It doesn't necessarily mean that you know everything that's going to happen or that you know everything that's coming, but the beginning to understand how to, um, you know, get to a good place within yourself and be able to put forward your ideas, your concepts, the things that matter to you in a way that makes sense to other people is valuable. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.